Doop, doop, doop. Don't know what to do. I'm not a huge fan of the current construction environment. That's lent itself to me not playing a whole lot. I enjoyed the burn deck, the ice grasp deck for a little while, but it got old really fast. If you go back and watch the last streams I did, I was like, yeah, I love this burn deck. Hooray, it's awesome. Now it's, ugh, really? Game doesn't even get to player level 3. The rate at which constructed moves at this point is a real turnoff for me wanting to actually play the game. So I will not be doing main queue constructed tonight. I will be doing some draft. That having been said, I'm basically stalling until a few more people show up. Hey, Jelly Paladin. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I actually deleted Solforge off my phone, which is shocking to me because it was, yeah, that was something I did every day. The current meta for constructed is just way too fast for my taste. It was fun as a novelty initially. It's like, yeah, this is cool. But at this point, it's just blue. So let's go and do some drafting. Expert draft because I don't mess with regular draft. And let's see here. Battletech is always a nice one. Shadowsmith is really strong if I can pick up more Darkforged. It's actually really strong if I can pick up a few more Darkforged. Edict, yeah, Witherfrost Succubus isn't terribly good, and the ley lines aren't great. So it's a toss-up between Shadowsmith and Battletech. Battletech, yeah, they're both really good cards. I'm going to go with the Shadowsmith and hope that I can pull in a massive Darkforge deck. Because if you can pull in a massive Darkforge deck in draft, you just win. The draft environment's a little bit too random for my taste. You can get people to draft just ridiculous decks with Darkforged. But that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and draft a ridiculous deck with Darkforged. So now I'm saying I want to pick up every Darkforged I see. Out of this pack, I really got to go Ursine Strength. All of the creatures are kind of meh. And I could go AT with the Stoneback here. In terms of Darkforge, it gives me the direct damage Darkforge, the mobility Yeti, and that's really it because I'm not going to count the heroic Darkforge in Tempest as a thing. But I think I want to go Utera. Ursine Strength is just a very powerful buff card. So that gives me what I'm going for. Light Shield Patrol with Utera is a very solid pick. If I'd taken Tempest or Necrium, this loses a lot of value. But when I can buff it and get it free armor, that works out fairly well. I'm going to go with that again. The 6-drop that scales decently. So here is where I have to decide. Do I buy into what I said I was going to do and take all the Darkforged I see, or do I take the better card? Because the Loin Strategist is a great card. Duskhammer is a Darkforged. It's not bad, but I gotta go with the Strategist. I mean, scaling mobility with buff, yeah. 7-drop, War Charger. Kim is good. I'm not sure what you mean by Kim. Kim. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm going to go with Blood Barrier. This is expert Leo G's. We'll go with Leo G's. This is a terrible pack. I will take Blood Barrier as the best of a bad set. And I guess I'll take a meta transfer. So, this is not a regular draft. So if I take the Orion Warwalker, it's because I legitimately think it's the best card in this pack. And it may be the best card in this pack. I think it is. The two other creatures in here Cadaverous Thicket is terrible, and Deep Branch Prowler, while it is a 7-drop, scales terribly. And with Utera, I've got other 7-drops I can pick up. Twin Strength is a decent buff. I already have 1, 2, 3 spells. I don't want to go too spell heavy. So yeah, I think I'm going to take the Warwalker and see if I can take that to victory. It's better than the 2 creatures or any of the 3 spells. Unfortunately, this is an expert draft, so I don't get to keep the Warwalker. Stinging Invocation I always take. It's just a thing of mine. I love, 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 love this card in draft. I just love playing this card. I think it's a lot of fun. It's too random to be reliable, and I've lost games because I played it, but I just enjoy the card. So, it doesn't hurt that the rest of the pack isn't spectacular. Aegis Conscript, Bear Rider, or Prowler? Probably going to go with the, how does he scale again? 16, 18? I'm probably going to go with the Combat Trick and Aegis Conscript. It's a very weak creature, is the reason I'm doubtful of it, but it can, because of the armor it can give creatures, it can make positive trades, so I'm going to take the Conscript. And yet another Light Shield Patrol, and I guess a Sparkblade Assassin. Now this is interesting. Do I take the Delver or do I take the Sower? Yeah, I really like Stinging Invocation. Yeah. So, Bright Tusk Sower is a solid creature that levels fairly decently and has multi-lane effect. Shardplate Delver is something that I could put something like the Blood Barrier on and have a gigantic build your own monster threat. In the current draft environment, build your own monster is fairly viable because Necreum's pretty terrible. I think I want to go with the Shardplate Delver because of that. I may regret that decision, but it's a fun card that I can build on. I will take the Vault Intruder because 7-drop. Here I'll take the Sower. I could take the General, but I've never been terribly impressed with the General. Yes, he can be a fun combat trick, but his base stats are low enough that it's hard to get him in a position where he does things effectively. I will take the Sower. Gnome, Sign Strength. So, I am 20 out of 30 cards in, and I have 1 Darkforged. I now greatly regret picking Shadowsmith and wish I'd taken the Battle Technician. Oh well. Here I'm going to go with Blood Moon. Other thing is nice. Torgmine Mender, not so much. And these 3 spells we won't talk about. But Blood Moon at +6, +6, +8, +8, +14, +14 is pretty strong. I think I'll take the Sentry. And another Gnome. And I need to stop taking must-level cards. A 6-drop that just happens to level up my spells. And I guess the Blowhive. Wow, I am underwhelmed. I have no plants. None. Literally. So, the Guardian, Torgmai is out. Poor Groot. Stegodon, maybe. I can buff it and its rank up ability, maybe. Gemhide Basher, I'm not a huge fan of. It is removal, which I don't have really much of at all. Maybe I should take the Gemhide Basher. Pillipon Mockin, I don't look like Kibler. I think I'm going to take the Basher. And that's the best option in a kind of bad path. With the Strategist, and if I had taken the stupid frickin' Tactician, it gets a little bit more reach on its removal ability. I think I have enough things that can get armor that Fouling Squadron's not a bad pick. But I should probably take, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm taking the 6-drop. Another Light Shield. Another forge plate. Another sower. Alright. Oh. Sound like him? I don't sound like him either. I don't remember why you call me Kibnut now. It's been a while since I streamed. I'm sorry, guys. We hit the holiday weekend. We went camping. Yes, I went outside. It was terrifying. I thought the trees were going to kill me. Went camping by the lake. I thought the lake was going to kill me. And the gigantic bugs that were like, yeah, anyways. You're right, Pillapalamakan. That is kind of suspicious. Oh, wow. Well, there's a handful of cards that I want leveled. And only get to play one of them. I think I've got to go with the Sentry. Its rank 2 is at least viable, unlike Technognomes. Between Technome and Sentry, I'll take Sentry because it's got a better rank 2. Hey, Pac-Man! The Sharp-Blade Delver is a possibility, but I am not going to be able to set up a buff for it, so I'm going to go with the Sentry. I'm going to put it in the sideline. Yeah, I'm not... Maybe I undervalue it, but I'm not a huge fan of Pommel Pack. I know in draft that you frequently have a board state in which it's playable. So you're probably right. I probably should have taken it over Technognom, especially with the number of must-level cards that I do have. 2 Technognomes, the Warwalker, and 2 Sentries, and the Delver. Okay, yeah, I can get behind that. I'm going to Steam Invocation and Strategist. And that was beautiful. Unfortunately, he can block it out, which is kind of disappointing. I will admit that. I prefer it when my opponent can't block out my Killer Bees. But I did get 3 of them, so I guess beggars can't be choosers. 3... I think I have to play the Warwalker. And then I move you over to take out the Torrent Witch. I battle. And I drop the Bright Tusk Sower. See here, at the start of his turn I'll go to 2, start of my turn I'll go to 1, and then be dead, so I will choose instead of blocking to put it in the open lane. And I missed who followed me, but whoever it was, thank you very much. I don't even know if my follow graphic worked correctly. Let's see here, follower updates. It's seen. Position, move to order, move to top. End edit scene. Alright. Let's see. That dies at the end of my turn. That's got nothing going. What did he do to kill my Warwalker? Bashered it. Alright. Use the Weirwood Ranger to buff the Basher to get it to the 6 attack necessary. I can respect that. Think. As much as I'd like to play Blood Boon here on the Light Shield, I think I'm going to battle. trade the light shield off for the Prowler and drop the War Charger. Another decay. Okay, War Charger's dead. And Wrath. Fun times. I am in player level 2, so I could Ursine Strength. I don't know what that really gets me, but I can do it. This is not a great hand. I'm going to meta transfer, level up set Ursine Strength, and drop Featherfang as a hopeful killer. I will be dropping my 2 rank 2s. In the realm of duh. Nice. Well, not terribly nice, but nice. I will ignore that completely and go this route. Ride that Warwalker Strategist synergy. And Stinging Invocation will be really nice with the way the board is laid out. It'll kill off, hopefully, 2 creatures. Oh, that's disappointing. That's really disappointing. Oh, come on. Instant death to my 2 creatures. Going to Stinging Invocation the empty board. Decent enough. I will use the War Charger over here. That should let the Killer Bee in, unless he kills it with removal, the Killer Bee and 2 get through for poison. And no rank 2s. That's really not good. I wanted to see this Sentry. How many Nether Decays do you have, man? Move you over. Right to Sower here. Battle, get my 3 poison. And Shadowsmith and level the Basher. Alright, the game is now on a clock. Unfortunately, I can't draw for crap beans. Okay. That's interesting. Fellwalker will die if I can kill the Wrath, which I pretty much am required to. Let's see here. Ursine's Strength is +9/+9. So that's enough for me to use the Vault Intruder. Take a look at his hand, see how bad it's going to be. Not terrible. And take out Wrath. Now, if he doesn't kill the Shadowsmith, I get 2 levels off of this 1 Shadowsmith, which will be fun. Obviously, the Nether Decay. I think I'm going to throw Light Shield and Shadowsmith. Tempted to Ursine Strength the Light Shield, but it's not a strong enough card to really make a difference here. If it were rank 3 Light Shield, it'd be different. But being just the rank 2, it's not worth doing. At least not in my opinion. Alright, can I get lucky with the Stinging Invocation 3? Into a Strategist 3 next turn, since it's scaling poison? How many Nether Decays did... Oh, that... I'm really glad that did not come out much earlier in this game. That could have been really bad for me. Stinging Invocation? Yeah. And I'm going to meta transfer this thing and level up my sower. If I hadn't gotten 5 Bs, or sorry, 3 Bs, I would have played one of my other 2 creatures. But with the B proc that I got, getting the potential for 10 poison through sounds really nice. And this Fellwalker dies and then has summoning sickness, so I don't have to worry about it hitting me in the face. I did not get the strategist to pump my killer bees for massive poison. Which is disappointing. Big's Wrath. Nice. Keeps me from getting 1 through. Move you over. I will go there. The killer bee lives, so he still has to throw away another card, and because of the poison, it should be able to take out whatever he ends up playing. This does put me in a regrettable board state for the Bright Tusk Sower. The War Charger goes with the Zrath, and my only play is to go Sower against Sower. I just have to cancel my 3/3 token. But since I still have both bees on the board, he has to deal with them. And that's not a bad hand. Given that I should have a decent board state, I'm not sad by this hand at all. Runescarred! Okay, so he'll play a spell and the killer bee comes... No! He didn't get the opportunity. Excellent. Oh, let's see here. Is there any way I can get that killer bee out for more damage? Yeah, I could Ursine Strength it. But that's not really what I want to do. I think I'm going to Light Shield Patrol and Ursine Strength Light Shield Patrol. 28-33 Armor 4. With him having 8 poison and 17 health, good game, sir. Well played. My killer bees murdered you. Ten-man sack, you're right. If I put the Ursine Strength on the Charger, the extra damage would have sealed it, but that's a fair point. I passed up lethal there. It didn't matter. I had inevitability on my side. He was poisoned and a low enough health total that he had to have a massive set of turns to stop me. And Howl of Zith is not currently in the draft pool. It's not, is it? I don't think it is. Yes, I love Stinging Invocation. It's one of my favorite cards. I always have fun when I play it, even if it only gives me 1, and I'm cursing the random number generating gods. It's still fun. By the way, I haven't said welcome to everybody. Let's try this. Welcome to Omen Raven and Eris 130. Congratulations on dodging Sephiroth. Alex CO, or C0. BKME 83. 83, great birth year. You would be 33 now. I know this because I'm 33. Possibly 34, depending upon when in the year you were born. Welcome Fragonaut and Gorgonzola 815, Indie Incorporated, and Jelly Paladin. I already said hello to you, but you get double hellos today. Leo G's, Muppet Pac-Man, Pillapalamakin, I still love that name. Serenug, Titman Sak, and Zaniel. Seriously, Pillapalamakin is just so much fun to say. I also took German in college, but Pillapalamakin. Oh, gosh. What do I level here? Level the Strategist or the War Charger. Both are very solid. De Jure 1980, did I pass you somehow in the list? I am so sorry. Welcome. I Don't know how I missed you. Wait, what just happened? Oh, that's weird. There we go. Do I play the War Charger or do I play the Strategist? Or do I play Shadow Smith and level up one of those two? I think it's got to be the Strategist. I mean, War Charger is very, very, very strong. But the Strategist gives me so much synergy with this deck going forward. So I'm going to go with the Shadow Smith and level up the Strategist. This... yeah. Man. Why can't I go second with that hand? I fully expect this turn to be Stinging Invocation and Bright Tusk Sower. And Alex, I'm going against your exact statement and playing the bees this game. Yeah, I went for Greedy Smith. That may turn out to be a problem. Ooh. Eh. Really don't like that. Really don't like that. Stinging Invocation. Oh! This is probably going to be a loss. I'm going to overwrite the Shadowsmith because there's absolutely no point in giving him 2 free tokens. Give him 1 free token. Yeah, this has not started out well. If he has... fortunately, he's playing Aloy and not Utera, which makes Necromoeba less impressive. Not trivial, but less impressive. Corpse Crawler eats the Oozling. I'm fine with that. And a Nexus Pilot. Less fine with that. Let's see here. Technonome value. And do I level the Warwalker? I think so. I could Featherfang and kill off the Necromoeba. I could Meta Transfer and level... that might be better. I should... yeah, I'm going to Meta Transfer and level the Warwalker. Since I leveled the Strategist, leveling the Warwalker doesn't seem too terrible. And now I pretty much just say, hey, there's a Necromoeba over there, look, everybody, and ignore it. Oh, it's happened to me plenty of times, too. It's still not going to stop me from playing Stinging Invocation. Somehow or another, I'm still at 100 health, though. That surprises me greatly. That won't be the case after this turn. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Ooh, boy, am I taking a lot of damage. Fortunately, if he wants to make his 2 plays as creatures, he has to overwrite something. Countermeasure. Buffing the attack of the Necromoeba. Okay. Let's go ahead and go Vault Intruder. He's going to play Bone Scythe Reaver and a War Charger. Maybe double War Charger. And just really press this advantage here. I predict that I lose this game. Not impossible for me to make a comeback, but I'm pretty far behind on board and on leveled cards. Do have the Strategist. I've got a Swamp Moss Ancient and a Techno Gnome, Bright Tusk Sower, Invocation 2, Shadowsmith, Meta Transfer, and Vault Intruder, and of course the Warwalker. Hey, look, it's a War Charger. I'm so shocked. Hey, look, it's another War Charger. I'm so shocked. We'll throw the Strategist here. And Sorry, I just saw lights outside and thought somebody was coming up to my door. Featherfang here. Try and stabilize the board a little bit. He's going to move the War Charger over to trade off the Strategist. I think he'd be very stupid not to do that. Maybe he's very stupid. You never know. He's not playing Utera, so I know that I can move it without triggering a ley line. He's got to move the War Charger over. Yeah. And right of the Grimgons. Ow! That stings. If I haven't mentioned it before, this game's going to be a loss. There's nothing I can do to that War Charger. At least not yet. I'm just going to go all in on my Featherfang, even though I know it's a dumb move. I don't really see another option. This will be Techno-Gnome and Warwalker. Techno-Gnome blocking the War Charger, getting it hopefully down to a killable level. Corpse Crawler kills the Oozling, grows the War Charger, kills the Featherfang. Beautiful play. And no. Throw Techno-Gnome, throw War Charger, die. I'll be taking 24 damage this turn, and he gets to play 2 cards. Barring a miracle, that's going to do it. Maybe if I get really freaking lucky with my Stinging Invocation, I can stabilize the board. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but maybe. I'll let you know when I figure it out. Countermeasure, get it to negative so that blah. Another War Charger. 24. So if I don't handle things here, I'm just going to die. I think I'm dead. How much are you? -7. That's my only play to stay alive. I'm taking... If I don't do that, I take 9, and then this 15 will get through and kill me. I guess I could battle and then reblock so the 15 doesn't get through. But that's... I take 18 and then have to deal with all 3 creatures instead of just the 2. So yeah, shrink the Techno-Gnome and hope I can draw into something here. It's now 16 with a lot of poison. And that's game. Good game, sir. Yeah, let's see if he's still in the channel so I can ban him. Ignore, timeout, ban! I'm sure that it's just a spam, multi-account spammer, so banning him's not really going to do anything. There'll be 30 other ones of him out there. Yeah, I regret playing the Greedy Smith on turn 1. I don't think it would have mattered. He drew very well and had a much stronger deck than I did with that stupid Necromoeba. Necromoeba is a pain. Whee! Good luck, Mr. Generic Gelatin. Interesting name. Ignore the Flesh Fiend, play Bright Tusk Sower and Light Shield Patrol. Leave a spot open to drop my Strategist to buff Light Shield Patrol to Armor if I get it. Hey, look, I got it. Ooh, now I could buff... No, I put it there. Yes, you've got an Organ Harvester. Good for you. You're going to get to kill one of my creatures of your choice. I bet your choice will be the Strategist. I could Ursine Strength the Seedling. It's actually not a terrible play. I'm basically trading the Ursine Strength and its value for... Yeah, I'm going to do it. Seedling will live. I don't have to worry about Organ Harvester. I traded some future value on that Ursine Strength in player level 2 for board state here. Not a lot of board state, but board state nonetheless. Yeah. I get to keep the creature, and I basically traded the spell for a 4/2 and killing off his creature before he got his pick of my board. It's still not a card I like leveling in player level 1. Even if I did get a lot of value out of it, I don't like playing it in player level 1 for obvious reasons. Now, what does he do? My board state's in pretty good shape right now. The Strategist allowed me to make the Bright Tusk Sower trade positive, and I got rid of his Assassinate card. Seriously, it reminds me of Royal Assassin. Gosh, I just stopped and thought about how freakishly annoying a Royal Assassin type card would be in Solforge. Brood Queen is bad enough. Blood Bindings? No! Well, I guess that's going to move over. See Invocation! 3 bees, 3 bees! Just one. I guess Aegis Conscript and buff the Strategist. Aegis Conscript is the only card in my hand that trades with the Flesh Fiend. It might have been better to drop Techno Gnome in the open lane, but I didn't want to keep giving him that free 5 damage. It's probably a misplay. I probably should have dropped the Techno Gnome in the open lane. Vault Intruder. Jerk. Oh, do I take the poison or do I take the free kill on the Vault Intruder? Poison, easy kill. Poison, easy kill. Yeah. One poison isn't going to win me the game. I'm going to take the easy kill. I'm going to drop Shadowsmith in front of the zombie. Level the sentry. And I slightly regret that. Should have battled. Well, I'm going to play level 2. I'll play Light Shield Patrol. I could have battled, dropped Light Shield Patrol, and buffed it with the boon. That might have been better. This turn kind of plays itself. I have 2 level 2s, and one of them is a Darkforged. Self Synergy. Self 5. Da-na-na-na. Whoops! I dropped something. So, how's everyone been doing? You missed my slight monologue at the start where I said that I haven't actually played Solforge for 3 weeks. Starting back on the holiday weekend, we went camping. The outside was a terrifying place that I had hoped to never have to visit again. That doesn't work. I'm going to drop that there. Level the War Charger. Drop the Light Shield Patrol there. Well, that makes me feel good, Zaniel. I just figured nobody realized I was gone. Six, 4, 9, doesn't work. Let's drop a new Light Shield Patrol. Battle. And give it some armor. Wow, I've got nothing that can take care of the Forge Plate Sentry. That sucks. That sucks even more. Now I regret playing that. I don't know what I was thinking. That was a very bad mistake. I knew he had an Organ Harvester in the deck. I should not have used the Blood Barrier. Yeah. Bad mistake on my part. Now the Organ Harvester takes out the Light Shield Patrol that I invested 2 cards in. Probably pre-combat, but maybe post. Zaniel, the last, I guess it was the one before the last one, your last crazy deck shop blew up the meta and made the game too fast. Part of my everybody was on here rant was about how the meta in Constructed is just too fast right now. To the point that I don't really enjoy playing Constructed. It was fun for a week or two, but after that it's like you've got 2 deck options. Discian and Fusion. Oh, that's troubling. I don't have an answer to it. I'm going to take the 14 and hope to get an answer on 3.1. I've got an answer on 3.1. I can Shadowsmith and Ursine Strength, and that will be able to take out that super buff Nexus Overwatch. Ursine Strength at this level is +9/+9, which is very fortunate for me. Because if it wasn't +9/+9, if it was +7/+7, I'd be screwed. He really went all in on that mid lane creature, the Nexus Overwatch. Let's see here. Options. I think that has to go there. And I can do Strategist or Glow Hive. Since I'm at 12 health, I'm going to do the Glow Hive. I am hoping that he does not have a Aegis Wings. And Aegis Wings. Daniel, I blame you for the meta. It's all your fault. That's not good. If he drops a 12+ attack creature, I'm pretty screwed. Nope. If I had a way to buff. You are only 2 armor, so that only gets it to perfect trade. There's no way I can save that Light Shield Patrol. I will battle. If I drop the Light Shield Patrol, he kills it. I would rather get cards leveled. What do I put the armor on is the question. I could put the armor on the Bright Touch Sower, but it takes an even trade to an even trade. If I make it so that he can't kill the Bright Tusk Sower with the Organ Harvester in combat, then he just sacks it and kills the Bright Tusk Sower. I think I'm better served putting it on the Aegis Conscript itself. These two guys at 5 health equivalent doesn't matter. Just being able to push a slight bit of damage through is important at this point, because it's 25 to 13. I'll get some health back if he kills the Glowhive Siren, which he pretty much has to do at this point. And he does. That's a little disappointing. Battle. Now the question, do I take the risk with Stinging Invocation, or do I make safer plays? I'm going to take the risk with Stinging Invocation. Perfect! Exactly what I wanted to see. Block the zombie. And a second one in an open lane. I would have preferred 3. Don't get me wrong. 3 would have been nice. But if the third one hadn't been in mid lane, it wouldn't have done me any good, because this is a freebie kill with the Forge Plate Sentry. Self-buffing to be able to kill that. I'm fine with that. Blood Bindings, and that's a very large debuff. Whew. Let's go... Let's go Volt Intruder. He's got a Bitter Frost Totem, so he can kill something if I throw it out there. Let's see here. We're in player level 3, 8. That's minus 10, minus 10. So nothing I throw can keep the Tauren Acolyte from hitting me for 14. So I'm going to go ahead and kill off the Tauren Acolyte. I know I'm passing up a 3 poison, but I can't afford it. And I got 1 B. That was crap. He probably still has to use the Bitter Frost Totem on the B, because not doing that was almost guaranteed death. I dropped the Strategist for positive trade. No, it's not quite a positive trade. Ah. And the Siren. If I hadn't done that, I would have been too low on life for my tastes. Taking 14 when you're at 20, it's just too risky. Of course, then he would have had 3 poison, and 6 would have ticked off. He'd be at 13. 9 would have ticked off, and then the Strategist hit. Yeah, might have been a mistake on my part. I don't think so, but the way this is working out is beautiful. I move the Strategist. I battle. I drop a Sower. And I drop a Sower. And I fill every lane. The War Charger might have been the better play. I'm still going with the I filled every lane option. More things that he has to figure out how to kill. And there's the concession. Good game, Generic Gelatin. Maybe if you were, I don't know, Strawberry Gelatin, Lime Gelatin, you would have won, but Generic just wasn't strong enough. All right, let's see if I can get my entry fee back. Oh, man, another one of those FIFA people. Be gone forever. I did enjoy the card, and I still have the deck, obviously. Xaniel. It's just, It was fun for about 2 weeks. And then I was like, okay, I'm done with this. And there is, if a deck has to go to player level 3 to have a chance of winning, it's not viable in the current meta because of it. Which means a whole slew of deck options are just not viable. Now, unfortunately, thanks to Othra and this upcoming set of cards, 3.1 will also be about the end of the game for whole new reasons. Othra plus Remembrance is a terrifying prospect. Now, admittedly, you do have to play the Remembrance in player level 1, but that's not a big deal. You can, I foresee Zombie with Utera Splash. The Utera Splash would be Othra, and that may be it. Maybe some buff. Maybe, oh gosh. I don't remember the buff cards. The board-wide buff that gives your creatures regeneration for your zombie that gives everything with regeneration. Alright, I right-click it. Advanced search. Verdant Charge. Verdant Charge plus the Dread Knight plus Necrium stuff. All the normal zombie stuff, draft, blah, blah, blah. Hey, I gotta go second with Shadowsmith. Nothing trades with that zombie infantry, regrettably. I play Shadowsmith. I level Techno Gnome. I play War Charger. I should have put Shadowsmith in lane 5 and War Charger in lane 2. That was a mistake on my part. He can block out the War Charger if he so chooses. He probably won't because most people are scared of Shadowsmith. But he could. Now, Verdant Charge was what I was trying to think of. And yes, he does block out the Shadowsmith and kill it. We'll go with a Swamp Moss Ancient. Move that over. Battle. Techno Gnome value? Techno Gnome value. Yeah, I'm not... Aside from the... Ooh, that was bad. That was really bad. Let's see here. You go there. Off that. Doesn't really matter. Could Sparkblade Assassin. It's rank 3 is not great. It's rank 2 is pretty good, though. Rank 1 is unplayable, but I want to use the Warwalker. See if I can get Warwalker to go off big in one of these games. Snowdrift Alpha. That would be terrifying if I didn't have the Gemhide Basher in hand. I'm Gemhide Bashering the Snowdrift Alpha. Surprise, surprise! And Soarine over here. Okay, I didn't get my bees in player level 1. Do I play them in player level 2? I don't think so. And he's getting value out of his Fellstriders. Gotta get late enough in the game to be... Of course he draws that on the... Okay, I'm singing Invocationing. Oh, wow. That was better than I could have hoped for. Battle. That zombie dies. I'm shocked. Things don't generally go that well for me. It trades off with the Evan Skull and lives. Mastodon. I can trade off these two for those two if I so choose. And I'm so choose. Battle. Light shield. Plus. No. Strategist. In turn. Need to kill off that zombie. Kill off my light shield. Fine. See if I care. Ouch. That goes there. That goes there. We battle. And we make this trade. Which isn't actually a trade. I'm brain fart. Of course you do. I lose. That's painful. Doesn't matter. I can't sit here and take 24. Yeah, that's going to be game. Unless I get very lucky on my... I got a sneaking invocation I could get very lucky with. Hunting pack. Doesn't matter if he procs anymore. Not sure I would have booned the alpha. That seemed like a bad play on his part. Sneaking invocation. Right Tusk Sower. Plus the token. Got lucky on seeing invocations. Oh, for crying out loud! Alright. For those of you keeping score at home, this is one of the things that every single person hates about Solforge. You drop 2 rank 3s, your opponent draws garbage, and your opponent loses. And it sucks when you are the opponent. There is nothing I can do here. I'm just dead. I can block out and just fall further behind on board. And by further behind, I mean ridiculously far behind. But that was game. Oh, look, he got 2 hunting packs out of his Snowdrift Alpha. Nothing I could do to combat that. I couldn't have played any better to combat that, I don't think. Hey, Snuggletooth. Yeah, that's game. And I lose some tickets on the expert draft, but that's to be expected. Come on. Where are my rewards? Led 3 tickets there. And meh. I don't know why I open packs anymore.